Hi students, welcome back to our channel Smarter Everyday Overlearning. Dear students, what we have been learning from the chapter Organic Chemistry, some basic principles and techniques from grade 11 NCERT. Right, up to now what are the topics completed, those details and everything I'll provide for you in the description. You can go through them. Now students, in this session we are going to learn about the purification of organic compounds. What are the steps involved in that purification of organic compounds, and what is the general introduction, and what are the steps, those everything introduction I'll tell you, and about the complete process of filtration also you are going to learn in this session. Right, let's get into the class. Today, general introduction of purification of organic metals. Okay, actually, first suppose the organic compounds isolated from natural sources. That thing you know very well. Natural sources, nothing but plants and animals and everything. Okay, and these are seldom pure. Obviously, when we are getting these natural products, organic compounds, these are seldom pure. They are generally mixed with other substances which also occur along with them. Similarly, the compounds prepared in the laboratory are also not pure, since they are generally contaminated. Contaminated means, students, they must get polluted. Okay, with some all impurities, they must be contaminated with other products. That the result from the side reactions. It therefore becomes essential to obtain the substances in the purest form in order to characterize it thoroughly. A large number of methods are available for the purification of substances. Okay, and students, in this, the choice of the method, however, depends upon the nature of the substance, mainly the nature of the substance, whether it is a solid substance or a liquid substance, and the type of impurities present in it. Okay, then so many methods are present, right? In those methods, which type of method we have to select for this purification of organic compound, that must be depending upon the nature of the substance, the solid substance or a liquid substance. And for suppose some other important methods which are commonly employed for the purification of organic methods, let's see. The first one is filtration. This is the diagrammatic representation of complete filtration process. Here, students, you can see some funnel, and one funnel is there which is filled with hot water. And students, next one is hot saturated solution you have to take in this funnel. Now you can see the structure of the funnel, how it will be. This is the filter structure. This is called as fluted filter paper. Okay, this complete filter paper you need to insert in the particular funnel. So this is the filter paper, nothing but fluted filter paper. In this process, the filtering the solution of the substance using hot water funnel to prevent crystallization during this filtration. Okay, this is about the first type, and the second type is crystallization. Crystallization or recrystallization also. Here, students, crystals are the purest form of the substance having definite geometrical shapes, the process by which an impure compound is converted into its crystals. It is known as crystallization. So here you can see that. And number 3 is fractional crystallization. In this fractional crystallization, the separation of different components of a mixture by repeated crystallization. Repeatedly you have to do the crystallization process, that is known as fractional crystallization. By doing this also, you need to purify some organic compounds. And here is the diagram you have to see. The quick filtration process using a butcher funnel and a water suction pump. Here see the labeling here, filter paper, and here see filtration flask and butcher funnel, and suction pump here, and filtrate and to sink. This is the complete diagram of the quick filtration process. And this picture indicates that complete sublimation process. Okay, here the sublimation means, you know that cotton plug sublimate and perforated filter paper and crude organic substance here. Okay, students, and here it involves the direct conversion of a solid into the gaseous state on heating. You know that process, you had learned that previous session. Okay students, here you have the picture of apparatus for the simple distillation process, right? And here you can take impure liquid in a volumetric flask and to sink. Here one tube, one pump is there, it is connected to a sink, and here water condenser, and here from tap you need to inlet of water here and adapter. Here pure liquid can be collected in this conical flask. And students, by using this simple distillation process you need to purify a mixture of liquids. Okay, and here liquid starts boiling when its vapor pressure becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. These vapors, these are passed through the condenser and gets condensed here. Okay, this is about simple distillation process. For suppose in fractional distillation process, these are the various types of fractionating columns here. And for suppose this fractional distillation is due to the reason at the boiling points of the more volatile liquid of the mixture, there will be sufficient vapors of less volatile liquid vapors and less volatile liquid as well as. And students, you can see here the fractionating columns which are presented in fractional distillation process. By using those fractionating columns here, students, we have to see the apparatus for fractional distillation. Okay, just see, this is also just looking like a distillation process. This diagram here is the condenser and it is a link to the sink, and here cold water inlet from the tap, and here adapter, and here receiver. A complete detailed information of this diagram. Okay, this is about fractional distillation. Here is the next procedure of steam distillation. Okay, here the distillation under reduced pressure. Okay, you need to reduce some pressure than distillation process. Again, you need to conduct from just to purify the organic compounds. Here you can see capillary to regulate air, and here impure liquid you have to take in the volumetric flask. Again, this is also same connection and adapter. Here is the purified liquid you need to collect in this beaker, and here manometer is there, and complete detailed information I'll tell you afterwards. Just the introduction of these diagrams you have to learn in this session. After reduced some pressure, you need to take here steam distillation apparatus. This is okay, here steam generator and steam plus vapors of organic liquid here, students, and here impure organic liquid. After from this you need to condense again, and you need to get here pure water. Okay, this is about the next one, apparatus for steam distillation. And next one, for suppose a mixture of organic solvents are present, then we have to use the differential extraction. Solvent layer just like organic compound in aqueous layer before extraction process, and here after extraction process. Aqueous layer, organic compound, just like separating. So by using separating funnel you need to do this. And let's see, next one is chromatography. Here is the picture. You have column chromatography. Stages from 1 to 6 represent the progressive separation of the mixture into 3 individual components. Here, students, solvent mobile phase nothing but the moving phase, and here mixture of some compounds with sand, and adsorbent stationary phase and glass wool. And here you can see the separation of this all the components by using chromatographic technique. And next important picture you are going to see about TLC chromatograph being developed here. TLC nothing but thin layer chromatography. Here a jar and adsorbent coated on glass plate, sample spot, and baseline and solvent. Here, students, what are the solvents we have to take? Everything I'll tell you. And this is thin layer chromatography. In this picture, apparatus for ascending chromatography, you need to see here. These are the chromatographic papers, and here 2 jars and 2 solvents and cardboard. And what is the procedure? Let's see afterwards. By using all of these techniques, you need to purify the organic compound that is purified by one of the above methods. You need to select any one of them basing upon the compound, whether it is a liquid or a solid. Okay, and students, of its physically basing upon the melting point and the in recent years, the most organic compounds is also checked by the more sophisticated methods such as spectroscopic methods and different types of chromatography, nothing but TLC. TLC means thin layer chromatography, and GLC. GLC means nothing but gas and liquid chromatography, and HPLC. HPLC nothing but high pressure liquid chromatography or high performance liquid chromatography. Okay, about these, by using these also we can purify the organic compound. Let's now discuss the principle and more information about the process of filtration. Okay students, filtration you know very well, and the process of filtration is used to separate insoluble solid components of a mixture from the soluble components in a given solvent. For example, you can see this filtration technique can be used to separate a mixture of, here students, naphthalene you know very well, naphthalene balls we are keeping in our house, okay, in our wardrobes, in our kitchen, in our toilets, you can use that naphthalene balls, and urea. If these two are mixing and form a solvent here, then students, urea dissolves in water while naphthalene remains insoluble. Okay, by mixing of these two you can separate by using filtration process. Upon this filtration, naphthalene remains on the filter paper while urea is recovered from the filtrate by evaporating process. Okay, evaporating process. And if the water soluble component of a mixture is appreciably soluble in hot water but only sparingly soluble in cold water, then no separate the mixture filtration of a hot solution is required. This is carried out through the fluted filter paper as I shown you previously. Here is the cone shaped fluted filter paper you have to use, and to avoid crystallization during filtration and also remove suspended impurities. For suppose students, if the solution to be filtered is sufficiently large, then filtration is done through a hot water funnel. And students, here to avoid formation of crystal in the funnel its stem, then jacket of the hot water funnel keeps the solution hot in the glass funnel placed in it. Okay students, for example, here by using this mixture of anthracene and benzoic acid is separated by dissolving the mixture in hot water and filtering the hot solution. Here students, benzoic acid is dissolved in hot water but anthracene does not. Upon filtration of anthracene remains as a residue on the filter paper, while benzoic acid crystallizes from the filtrate on cooling. So by cooling process. Sometimes students, in the filtration is very slow and takes a long time. In such cases, filtration is carried out under reduced pressure using Buchner funnel and water suction pump also. Okay, let's see the diagram of that. Here see the crystals and filter paper again, and filtration flask, Buchner funnel here students, and suction pump here. This is the diagrammatic representation of quick filtration process using a Buchner funnel and water suction pump. Okay students, this is about the filtration process of purification of organic compounds. Now let's see what is the 3D animated part of this session and what is filtration and how it is going on. Let's see in this video. In your lower standard, you studied about the filtration process of mud and water. Okay, in this process, take a circular filter paper. Here you have to see the normal filter paper, how you can fold it and how you can insert into the funnel. But in this filtration process of using hot water funnel to purify the organic substances, here you have to take the filter paper of fluted filter paper, just like this only you have to fold it. And students, how you can insert that filter paper into the funnel, you're going to see in this video. And the shape with 3 layers on one side of this cone and another layer of other. We can see like this. Okay, put another glass beaker below the funnel. This is the process. Pour the mud and water slowly. That means instead of that mud and water, you need to take here the organic substance which is having some impurities. Now, was the drip of the through the filter paper, and you have to observe the clear water getting collected in the other beaker. That is only from the organic substance what you have taken in that particular hot water funnel and hot saturated solution. Okay, right. And now let's see the filtration definition here. A substance that remains in the filter paper, that is called as residue. Okay, here is the residue, and the clear liquid or the substance that is collected after the filtration, that is filtrate. And this is the method of separating insoluble impurities or substances from a liquid is called filtration. Okay students, I hope you have understood this class. Okay, and what is your opinion and your views upon this class you need to convey in the comment section. Okay, if my class is useful to you, you can share to your friends, and please subscribe to my channel for my further updates. Okay students, this is the topic of purification of organic compounds. Let's see the next session, the next subtopics what we are going to have. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you so much.